Guys, and welcome to the final video in this tracker walkthrough. So that's going to be the mesocycle overview. Now, this is mainly a thing for myself to look at when I'm looking at programming for different clients and assessing body parts that need improving and load distribution throughout a program. But it's also important, I guess, for you to understand and be along with this journey and this process. And also there's some graphical representations of your progress that are really valuable to see if you're improving in the gym, because that's the biggest thing. There's some days where you go into the gym and everything feels hard and heavy and you're going, am I even progressing? Like, what am I doing here? And then there's days where you feel really good. And being able to remove emotion from that, looking at it objectively and looking at your volume totals and being able to assess alongside how you feel, am I making steady improvement? Do I need to deload? Do I need to change my programming? Is really important for getting you long-term results and the results you're after. So what you can see here is an average rep progression that I use for hypertrophy during a client's initial stage where we're trying to gauge the maximum amount of work that that person can recover from and improve, adapt upon. So what we have, week one, there's 6 weeks here for the 6 training weeks. We have the total amount of weekly sets. So you have 75 here or 76 here. And then you can see below that how those sets are distributed. So there's 22 sets of back, 20 sets of legs, 15 sets of chest, 8 sets of delts, and 11 sets of arms. Up the top there, you can see the total volume for that training week in kilograms. If you go to week 2, you can see the difference in those sets. So what we've done is we've gone to 80 sets and where those sets are being added. And then from weeks 2 to week 6, we go 10 sets a week, which is 12.5% increases in volume. And what we're looking for here is the point at which your performance starts to diminish. Moving down, these weekly session volumes are automatically transported from the individual training tabs into this sheet, which are then graphically represented here. And what you can see on the left-hand side is the total amount of kilogram tonnage volume for those sessions. You have your individual training days down here, and then this big red line is your total training volumes for the week. Now, I'm using my example, my tracker as an example here, but ideally what you want to see is across a training cycle, your volumes start to increase steadily. On the right-hand side, what you can see is like an average volume per session, and typically what this will have, because I don't have that much data in, these lines here represented as well. So you can see individual training days, whether you've improved, and that can also give you a great indication as to which body parts are fatiguing, which body parts are not able to recover from the same amount of stimulus. So whilst your total volume might be declining, for instance, actually maybe your chest is just straight linearly improving, increasing every week, and it's actually your legs that are giving out. So when you go to program that person for their next training block, you can start to distribute volume differently based on that person's individual body parts' ability to recover to a stimulus. Hope that helps, guys. That's a full run through of the tracker. As always, if you have any questions about anything, feel free to drop me a message and I'll get to it.